Stephen A. Smith, known for his bold statements, has this to say. He says that if he ran for president in 2028, he would, quote unquote, beat them all in the Democratic primary. Um, this is Stephen A. today on The View.
I mean, right now in the polls, you're nearly tied with Pete Buttigieg, AOC, Governor Gretchen Whitmer. You have a higher favorability than John Fetterman and Vice President Harris. What do you make of this?
I make of it that citizens, particularly on the left, are desperate. And I mean it when I say it. I think I can beat them all. And I have no desire whatsoever to run for office. I am not a politician. I am not qualified. But I know this much. When you consider who's on the other side and how he's gotten away with saying very little in terms of being coherent and articulating his thoughts clearly and concisely and what have you. This is not something that he's known to do. Yet and still, he has owned the Republican Party since 2015.
So, is this just classic Stephen A. having a take? Or is Stephen A. tapping into something real about the state of the Democratic Party in general? And, he says he has no reason to try to run. But, he did make a statement here saying that he could beat, all the contenders in the Democratic Party.
Probably could. I mean, okay. I will say, though, I think it's a little irresponsible for them on a platform like The View to ask a question like that and put that out there like that, because that is kind of how we got Donald Trump in the first place. If you want somebody who is qualified, you really should only be asking questions to people like that who you know and deem are qualified. For a person to have to sit there and tell you that they're not qualified, but still say they're desperate on the left and I can beat them all, that says a lot about our political culture right now in our country.
That is an astute point. That's because Donald Trump first got the idea to be president from calling into these Fox News TV shows back in 2012.
Larry King.
Exactly, on 2012, and just ranting about how terrible Obama was, and it had the whole birther criticism, and he launched all that, and then they asked him about what he would do if he was president, and then he started thinking about it, and before you know it, now we're here. We're here. Twice. We're back.
Before you know it, doing the job he should have been doing, which is rebooting The Apprentice, and he was doing this instead, which is not what he should be doing.
I agree.
Watch The Apprentice anymore. What a great show, just gone to the wastelands. What a terrible. Sorry, Eric, as someone who watches First Take almost as much as I do, and is very familiar with the bloviating nature of Stephen A. Smith, do you think he's actually going to change his mind and end up running for political office?
He's a big fish in a small pond of sports media, and he doesn't want to get in that big ocean because he wouldn't survive. First of all, the GAs don't stick together, so it's not going to be that easy for him to get a nomination.
I'm mad we're the GA, not we. I'm mad at the GAs.
Well, we're not YNs, so we gotta be GAs.
The GAs, I'm mad that this is a thing that's happening right now. Like, this is going to spread to being the GAs, and it's like.
I mean, I can actually say the word. But
No. I think GAs is appropriate.
Making him so low.
It's just, I mean, it's just facts. We're not going to stick together to. Nobody's going to
accomplish anything. Okay. I mean, but they stuck together for Obama. Okay. The thing about Stephen A. though, Eric, also is that Stephen A. is so confident in his debate skills because he literally argues about the most trivial things for 2 hours every day of the week. So he's used to just arguing for the sake of arguing, and he feels like he can argue with the politicians.
But that's what I mean. He's a big fish in a small pond. It's a difference between arguing with Kendrick Perkins every day and Shannon Sharp and the rest of those people that he argues and goes back and forth with to getting into a big ocean of
with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I feel like he could take Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be him like debating Marjorie Taylor Greene. One, it would be him debating an AOC, which I don't think he would win that. And then two, sure, you can probably debate these people, but what about when these regular Americans come to you and be like, I can't pay my bills, this, that, and the third? He's not going to want to hear that.
He's going to say, stay off the weed.
I don't know what to tell you.
He's going to say, stay off the weed. That's what he's going to say to him.
Like, stay in your lane, Stephen.
That's
Stay
what I'm
in your
saying.
lane.
Stay in your lane. He's a big fish in a small pond compared to getting into a big ocean of politics.
Oh, no,
I
so
don't think we should be repeating this this Donald Trump the
strategy.
formula. I don't think this is a good strategy for us. I think we should get back to hiring people who know what they're doing.
Where they at? Where they at?
I mean, that's dead.
I don't know yet where they are.
Yeah.
However, they are out there. And so as we stated before, this is a time for the Democrats to start beginning to prop up this person that they're gonna want to take the lead. And we need to start seeing this person now. Like the problem that we had before is we don't know this person. So we have time to get to know whoever this is. You guys are gonna be propping up. So whatever quietness work you're doing behind the scenes, come and pull that curtain back. Let's get things moving.
Didn't no boy say we had 30 days? He said 30 days, right?
Yeah. Well, he
Okay,
didn't.
so y'all
No,
got
but then
30
in the
days.
same interview, remember at the end of it, he went up to 60 days. So it's
Well,
somewhere
look.
in between.
Y'all got 60 days. Find somebody. Y'all better figure it out.
It's gonna happen.
Because if y'all don't,
I don't want to hear the word Michelle. Like, don't. We don't want to hear that. She wants nothing to do with us.
America is at this cult of personality stage in its life, and it partially happened because of Obama, because he was a very popular celebrity president, and it got pushed to the max with Trump, another celebrity president. We decided that COVID was enough, so we got someone real in there that had been in politics for 40 years, like Biden. And now we're back at the cult of personality. So I just don't know if America, Dex, as much as you say that, and Ty, as much as you say you think we should get somebody real in there, a real politician that knows, their constituents and stuff like that, I don't know if America is that America anymore. And it's partially because of how we've been and what we've worshipped for the last 25, 30 years. And that's just what it is.
and just real quick, that's a really good point, because even the ones before, like George Bush at this point is a celebrity. George Bush, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, these are celebrities. Michelle Obama, they're celebrities. They're all signed to CAA too, right? And then they all signed to that same modeling agency. They celebrities.
The last boring president we had was George H.W. Bush, and he was a one-term president, and he was out the door.
And boring. We ain't even care. Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean,
we scraping the bottom if we got to deal with Stephen A. Smith, bro.
I'm saying, like, that's the best we can do.
Right, we at the bottom of the barrel. We coming up with Stephen A. Smith.
Like Stephen A. Smith really got out there and said, "I'd whoop all y'all." And we on our show talking about something, probably would, which is a shame. Like, what are y'all?
Even worse though, Whoopi Goldberg sat up there and was like, "Probably." Didn't even say nothing. Like, she's just like, "What are we doing?"
Because what would she argue? She would argue a point that's like kind of true. Probably would.
what you gonna do? Yeah. What's the argument? There is none, right?
Wherever they cooking up in the lab, it's time for y'all release party.
Speed it up. 60 days.
All right.